Okay, so we're going to watch Foodslops talking to AnaVoir, also known as Kimmy Marie Anna Frills, as is in the title here. Obviously, Destiny's acclaimed alleged stalker, and having a chat about OCD in an interview. So this is around the time of Destiny's divorce, so interesting time to have this conversation. We'll see. See if we get anything funny out of this. And now she's turned on membership for accessing her VODs because she's trying to eke a bit of money out of me or someone in Spicy Chat, but it ain't happening. It ain't happening.
Should I turn my camera on?
Yeah, you can use whatever camera you want.
Okay. Yeah, I just realized I should probably do that.
No, you're all good. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Hi. Hello. Oh, I hear a little bit of echoing in the background. Are you using headphones?
Oh shit, I'm not.
Oh no, you're all good. You're all good.
Oh fuck.
So guys, that does remind me. I should do a quick chill and say, please like, subscribe, donate if you can, buy a membership, buy a super chat, gift memberships. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Come on, VTuber. Don't get all glitchy on me.
You're all good. Don't worry about it.
Based.
Yeah. I'm actually super curious. Why is it that you use a VTuber?
Honestly, at this rate, it's because I get kind of lazy.
Okay, gotcha. Is it like because I was like when I saw your like what you look like, I was like, oh my gosh, she's so pretty, you know. And I was like, why do you use a VTuber? Like, you know, like if you're so pretty.
Because she's balding.
It's like, yeah, I can never understand. It's like, okay, I get it. You know, it's like you just got out of fucking bed,
sweet
right?
of you to say.
Yeah, no, you're all good. Yeah. Okay, I see. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really because I just get lazy.
Gotcha. I see. Yeah.
Yep.
I see that you still use your old Twitch channel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you still use your old YouTube channel this entire time? Like, is that still going on? Gotcha.
Yep.
I see. Okay. Yeah, because I know that some people.
Yeah, I just changed the name.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, because I'm new to this whole space, so I don't really know you know, a lot of the things here that you know, people use and not use, right? Because some people start up new YouTube channels and Twitch channels, but some people do not, right? So yeah. Okay, hold on.
How long have you been streaming for?
I've only been streaming for since the end of April. I think I got laid off you know, on April 20th. But
Gotcha.
yeah,
I hear that.
no, it's all good. Actually, that's the reason why I started, right? That's the main reason why I started. But yeah, ever since then, people were like, some people, I guess you specifically, I remember you asking like, did you go by a different name before, you know, or something like that? Because usually people are, you know, returning names, right? People are like sus, you know, returning names. Who are you before, right? were you anybody who you were before, right? But the thing is that
I was just curious if I had heard of you.
Happy birthday!
I didn't recognize your name, Foodslops, at all. I've never heard of you before.
Hey guys, everyone wish Internet Historian a happy birthday on April 20th. Okay.
So yeah.
Some people.
That's why I was curious.
Yeah, no one has heard of me. No. Yeah, and here's the thing is that well, at this point, I guess some people might have heard of me. Some people might have not. It really depends on who you're talking to.
Yeah.
If you're Well, I guess we can begin. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I guess I just sort of want to know more about you, mainly because well, not just because I think that, you know, I think you're an interesting person, but also because we have, you know, sort of a shared condition, you know, as you may well know, right? And also because I'm also passionate talking about, you know, mental health and all that stuff, right? So why don't you introduce yourself a little bit to the both of our audiences in a way, right? Who are you, and you know, that's about it.
Yeah, sure. Hi, my name's Kimmy Marie. I used to go by AnaVoir or Anna Frills, I guess, also. But yeah, and I am currently in my master's program for clinical psychology. I'm graduating this month, actually, so that'll be fun.
Oh, good job. Nice.
This interview gets pretty good, really good. Okay. I hope so.
It's very good.
Thank you. Okay, okay. I thought my internet went a little wacky for a minute there. Sorry.
No, don't worry. Yeah, you're good. Yeah.
Okay, good. I plan to do counseling when after I graduate. I plan to be a counselor. I've been going back and forth on it for a while. Like I've been going back and forth on whether I want to do research or counseling for a little while now, and so I've recently come back to wanting to do counseling after all, because I kind of had changed my mind for a little while. Also, I wasn't in like the best mental state to be able to do counseling, so I was like, okay, research it is. But now that I'm doing much better, I've come back to, you know what? No, I do want to do counseling. Actually, that's my passion. I really enjoy helping people, and especially high school kids. I want to work with. That's my population of interest. So yeah, I want to be a counselor for high school students, I think.
Okay, gotcha. And
yeah, that's me.
And what is it that makes you and have you already been doing I guess counseling and all that stuff already, like in your path to doing that, you know, like even before you were graduating and stuff, I guess, like internships, you know?
Yeah. So
We get all the Anna classics. Oh no.
in my other so I had like switched programs because like I said, I've been kind of going back and forth on the whole
Foodslops just re-traumatizing this poor woman. Jesus.
research or counseling thing for a while, and I was in a purely counselor focused program before, and I was doing like a fuck, what is it called? It's not an internship. It's before an internship. I'm forgetting the name now. Wow, I can't.
Is it residency?
No, not
No,
residency.
not residency.
It's kind of like similar to that, I guess, like in the counselor equivalent. But anyway, and I did actually have a client, but well, obviously not my client. It was under a supervisor, of course. But like we all just said, like we have a client. Like that's like the language we used. But to be very transparent about it, yeah, it was under a supervisor. So I've done some counseling in that regard under like a supervisor before. But also I am a accredited domestic violence / sexual assault victims counselor. So though that is called counseling, it's more like crisis counseling. And there's a difference between therapy and crisis counseling. So I did some crisis counseling before getting into my master's program of that kind. So yeah.
Okay, gotcha. And when did you actually decide to go down this path? Like, you know, when is it before that, you know, you actually went down this path that you went like, okay, I am actually going to, you know, do all of this, you know, like when did you actually decide to, you know, do all that?
So when I was a senior in high school, I decided that I wanted to go into the into psychology, basically, which was pretty young because I was dealing with I was dealing with depression and anxiety in high school, and I also was dealing with an eating disorder, and so I was seeing a therapist in high school. So when I was a senior, it's around that time that I decided, you know what, I want to be able to help people. I want to go down the psychology path, and yeah, ever since then, I've known that I want to be in psychology. It wasn't really like in undergrad. So like in undergrad, I got my bachelor's in I did a double major, and I got my bachelor's in psychology and political science. So I was interested in politics as well. And in undergrad, I wasn't really sure that I wanted to be a counselor. Again, I was just kind of like, I definitely want to do psychology. I'm just not sure if counselor is right for me. But I waited some years before getting into a master's program. So like I spent that time kind of working as like a crisis counselor at this place that is a not-for-profit that is basically a like a rape crisis center, and that's where I did like the domestic violence / like sexual assault victim counseling, crisis counseling. Yeah, and I was there for like 5 years. Was it? Yeah, around 5 years it was that I was there. And it was during that time that I was like, you know what, I do want to be a counselor. I really enjoy helping people, because some of the things that I did during being like a crisis counselor was literally like, I would get calls of like people who were literally like ready to just end it all, like suicide. Sorry, is that a no-no?
No, you're okay. No, don't worry about it. You're all good. No, you're all good. No, you're all good. Okay.
Yeah, I forgot that on YouTube.
No, you're good. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm mentally ill, so I should be a therapist to help the mentally ill. What sound logic? Sadly, this is usually the case.
And so like,
does that
people.
No, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
It's okay.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. Does that make you feel fulfilled? Like when you are helping people, like when they go like, oh my god, you know, I'm not really feeling well, and you know, I'm having these thoughts, right? And I'm on the edge, and you know, I really need somebody to talk to, right? And you go like, okay, I'm gonna help you out. I know the steps to helping you out. I'm gonna help you down from the edge, right? Does that make you feel fulfilled, right? Tell me about it.
I wouldn't say fulfilled, but it definitely made me feel good, and it just felt good to be able to use my skills for good in the world. Basically, is what it felt like. And yeah, I mean, it's a position that not a lot of people can do. It takes a lot of like mental toughness, I would say. And it also takes a lot of like being able to do well with self-care, because a lot of the times you have to be able to, you know, not take that stuff home. You can't take that stuff home with you at the end of the day. But a lot of times I still kind of did. But it was really worth it, and I did really enjoy it. And I didn't want to think of it so much as like in like I don't really like to think of it as like I'm helping these people. It's that I'm just giving them some tools that they need to like help themselves, because ultimately it is the person themselves doing the work, right? Like we're just there to sort of guide them. That's ultimately what counseling is. You're just guiding a person. You're not really you're not the one that's like, you know, quote unquote fixing them or anything like that. They're doing the work themselves, and we're just kind of there to give them the tools, you know, that they're maybe missing, and give them some coping mechanisms and some new coping skills that they can utilize to help themselves basically off that ledge. Okay. And that's what ultimately made me feel, yeah, I don't know, that's what made me feel really good. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. All right. So now I'm a little curious about all the streaming stuff, right? Because it's one thing for a person to be into you know, doing counseling and then doing help in terms of you know, academia and, you know, helping people with, you know, suicidal tendencies and etc. But what made you tell me about your content creation? Tell me about like your career related stuff. Like tell me about how you began, and then tell me like up until now, like what happened, you know? Okay.
So basically, the whole reason I started streaming was because I was interested in educating people about psychology stuff, ultimately. And also talking about politics, of course, because I do love politics. The reason I like politics is because I like to basically I like to take a psychological framework and apply it to politics.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, hold on. Just as an example. Can you give me an example of that? I'm just curious. Can you give me an example of that?
Oh God.
Sorry, don't think of one. No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. If you can't think of one, it's fine. Okay, don't worry about it. But yeah.
Let me think if I can think of something. Well, I mean, I guess as an example, this might be kind of a poor example, but like the Israel-Palestinian conflict. I know this is like it's a very very emotional topic. But just as an example, the Israel-Palestinian conflict, I can use my background in like all that I've learned about in trauma and like basically trauma psychology and victimization. I can take like a trauma lens and look at the conflict basically through like a framework of understanding trauma and trauma reactions and trauma sequelae and stuff. And yeah, I don't know, that's just like one example that maybe other people wouldn't have like thought of, basically. I mean, because the whole conflict can be summed up in like one word: trauma. A lot of fucking trauma in that conflict.
Gotcha. Are you talking about like people's reactions and how people might just try to justify their reactions and how people might justify their actions? Like trauma and etc.
That's one thing. Yeah, that's one thing for sure. Yeah, it's also interesting to look at how there's like versus like the far right versus like the far left. How there's like differing personality profiles on both sides.
Okay, I see.
So I don't know. I find that interesting too.
Yeah, that is interesting because
like for some reason. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead. Yeah, no, you were gonna say something. No.
I was just going to say, like, one of the things that's been found is that, like, for example, there's more, there tends to be more narcissism, subclinical narcissism, to be clear, not like anything diagnosable, but subclinical narcissism tends to be found more on the far left, and like Machiavellianism tends to be found more on the far right. So I find that really interesting.
Okay, I have no idea what any of these mean. Could you give me a brief rundown? No, you're good. You're good, right? So can you give me a brief rundown of like what each of these mean?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so Machiavellianism and narcissism are two personality.
This
oh my
sucks.
god, I know.
Skip it.
Psychology has kind of like clung onto it, like grabbed a hold of it, and sort of like, yeah, really.
Since you
so it's not actually pop psychology. It is a part of personality psychology, and it is legitimate.
Yeah, since you talk about politics and psychology a lot, I'm guessing you talk also about Jordan Peterson a lot. Because he
I talk about Jordan Peterson.
Yeah.
He's not really super relevant, I would say, to the field of psychology as much anymore. I think. I guess maybe ever since he got punished by like the ethics board a little bit. He's kind of fallen off a little, I will say.
That makes sense.
I mean, I used to be kind of a defender of him, but like. He's fallen off.
Gotcha, I see. Okay. So you stream, you also you talk about psychology, you talk about mental health, you talk about politics, and you talk about how all of these interweave together. Yep. Did you also talk about stuff such as getting? Did you also like participate in Twitch poll? I guess because of stuff.
Yeah,
like that?
Yeah, I did. Like I frequently go on Wix panel a lot, and I used to go on Prime Kai's panel quite often. And yeah. Oh, right. My streaming journey, I could get into that a little bit. When I first started streaming, obviously I wanted to get into like psychology and politics, and then I met Destiny and stuff, and he had me on his stream a few times, and we talked about some psychology stuff. I think did we talk about like the dark triad stuff? I honestly don't even remember because this was like back in 2020. I want to say, was it 2020?
Was it that long ago? It hasn't really been 3 years. Holy shit.
Yeah, it's been that long.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, so like he kind of also that was sort of like a way I kind of like got into Twitch politics too, was like he kind of like had me on his streams, and he kind of like promoted my stream sort of, and that got me into like Twitch politics sort of. And yeah, I started going on panels and stuff, and I went on like Stardust's panel also, I think, and yeah. But then of course, me and Destiny had our drama and stuff, so
yeah, the classic, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you still stay in contact with Stardust?
We are on friendly terms. I haven't really spoken to her in a little while, but we're on friendly terms. Yeah.
I see. Yeah. I guess.
Yep.
Oh my god.
She was very understanding of my OCD, actually. She was very understanding of it.
I'll tell you when we get there. I'll tell you when we get there. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, yeah. But yeah, I guess.
Okay, I have reporting that this does get really good. Okay, guys, so we're gonna stick with it.
Okay, so your streaming career went from talking about this, talking about that, right? Talking about the stuff that you're passionate in, right? Mental health, politics, meeting Destiny, right? You had your big drama, right? And I guess after the drama, how did the drama end for you? Because I think people were already like familiar with like the general timeline and all that stuff, right? But how did it die down? Like, because it sort of just fizzled out, you know?
That's kind of the thing. Like after like the Destiny drama happened, then people started kind of like just wanting to kind of, I don't know. I think like they wanted to like have me on panels just because of the drama and stuff. I'm not sure. That's what I suspected for some things, I guess. But when it died down, I mean, it kind of died down like, I want to say like a year and a half ago or something, I think. So it kind of was like an ongoing drama. It had like its peaks and its lows, sort of. It was like, it kind of like went up and down.
Dude,
and up and down.
Your name will stay forever ingrained within the space, because I'm going to tell you right now, even to this day, I will tune into any random ass live stream and people will forever mention your name randomly. I would just like tune into a random ass stream and they'll be like, oh my god, this is Anna 3.0, this is Anna 4.0, you know, like it's no longer Anna the person, it's like Anna the concept, you know what I mean? It's like I'm like damn, you know, like this is it's funny, dark, and terrible at the same time, you know what I mean? Like it's like a mix of everything, right? Where you could be laughing over some kind of like munching on a McDonald's burger, but then at the same time you look back upon it and you're like, damn, that was some crazy ass times, you know what I mean? But yeah,
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm not even really sure what exactly it means to be like an Anna 3.0 or an Anna 4.0 or Anna 2.0. I'm not really exactly sure what people mean when they say that either.
I don't know. I can't.
It's
I
just
can't
like
be able to tell you.
a memorable person in drama or something. I don't know.
I think you know, I think whenever maybe
Right.
it's like whenever somebody is a girl and then
Okay.
whenever that girl gets obsessed with Destiny or like gets obsessed with somebody, it's like, oh my god, this is instantly an Anna, you know? And then you can also
Oh,
dig
that's
under
weird.
there and then go like maybe there's some kind of like misogyny going under there because it's like, oh
Right.
yeah, this is a girl who is obsessed with a male figure who is
Why? She's literally just trying to trigger this woman into going back. It's the worst fucking spiral. Why is she doing this? This is just insane.
Destiny, you know, and then going like, oh yeah, this is
I never want to hear anyone complain about me farming people again. I never want to hear it. I never want to hear it. I literally never want to hear someone tell me I'm doing some kind of unethical farming.
automatically an Anna, you know? Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, that's so weird. I was never obsessed with Destiny. I was obsessed with correcting the record and like obsessed with like with making sure people understood like the actual timeline of events. That's what I was obsessed with, not like Destiny.
See, that is interesting because I think the general perception of you at the time was that you were actually obsessed with Destiny. I think that
wasn't Anna's whole thing like she wanted to correct the record, like she felt like people had the wrong impression, she had to correct the record and that's why she kept looping. I think everyone thinks you're obsessed with this. Everyone thinks you're like a crazy bitch. Everyone thinks you're like fucking insane, bro.
And maybe I'm getting things wrong. Maybe I'm getting things wrong, right? Because
I don't know. I think most people understood that it was that like I think most people understood.
Oh, no.
Well, I don't know. Maybe actually not. But I've kind of thought that like most people understood that it was that I was obsessed with like correcting the record and stuff because I made that super clear constantly. I mean, all my streams, like the quote unquote looping streams that I did, like my OCD streams, like they made it pretty clear that it was about correcting the record. Because if I was like obsessed with Destiny, wouldn't I don't know. It's just I don't know. I guess it doesn't really make much sense to me.
You know, okay, so I'm actually curious. When you look back upon these times, because I should have asked this as the first question actually. When you look back upon these times, how do you feel about all of that? When you look deep inside of your heart, okay? When you look deep inside.
Really think about your trauma here. Really think about the mental health issues you had. Really try and meditate on them. Just try and bring all those feelings back for me.
Your heart, and you're like, damn, I should have been on some crack back then. You know, I should have just maxed. I should have drug maxed myself. I should have really fucking drug maxed myself. All right, not the person. Okay, not Mr. Girl. All right, I should have drug maxed myself. How do I really feel about all of that? How do you feel?
Oh, hi, dead chemist. Oh, sorry.
You're good. You're good.
Honestly, like I feel confusion over it because I don't really know what I could have done. Like I don't know what I was supposed to do. Like I wasn't.
Yeah, this is just
like I wasn't obsessed with Destiny, so like. I don't understand how that perception came to be.
Don't DGGs generally agree that farming Anna is now like not okay? I thought this was like considered unethical.
I don't understand. And it kind of saddens me because like it's like it's confusing to me. Like do people really not understand OCD? Like, do people like? I don't think OCD. Thanks, dead chemist.
Good morning.
Like, I don't think OCD is that hard to understand. Like, it's literally in the name, right? Obsessive compulsive. It's in the name. Like. You get obsessive loops in your head, and then the compulsive behavior follows.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It
Do you-
just makes me kind of sad because I'm not really sure what I could have done differently that would have like changed like people's minds, like, or made people not think that I was obsessed with Destiny. Like, it's such a strange thing. I don't know.
Yeah, because I think I think that so when you look back, even right now, as of the present day of December 11th, 2023, right? Even when you look back right now, you still get sad thinking about it because you're like, why didn't people understand, right? Is that like your current emotion right now? Is sadness?
Basically, yeah, sadness and like, yeah, sadness and somewhat confusion.
Yeah.
Because I have like really positive views about people in general. Like, I have a lot of hope for people.
Mhm.
And it kind of like dented a little bit of like my hope and like positiveness in for people. Kind of, because like it just seemed like it was so negative, and people didn't have much empathy for my situation and like everything I was going through, because it was a really hard time for me since, like, you know, I was being harassed and I was being like, look, Destiny knows he did wrong. Like, I'm just gonna say that. Like, Destiny does know, and he's apologized to me, and like, so like we're cool, we're fine. But he does know that he did wrong. And
well, I thought Destiny did nothing wrong. Guys, it was defensive sexting.
like, so I don't know. It's just a strange thing.
Yeah, he's not a.
But yeah, it does make me kind of sad.
Yeah, he's not the perfect person that his fan base paints him out to be at all. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really know if I'm not sure. Hey, Phoenix, I'm not sure if his fan base even thinks he is perfect, but
They just defend
yeah,
every single
I mean,
action he does.
Like I think this is something that he even tells his fan base, but I think it's because on a subconscious level, there is this kind of parasocial projection going on, where they go like, okay, and I admire that. I really do. I do. I've been a DGGer since when I was
are
since
you
2020.
DGG?
Huh?
Are you DGG? Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I have.
See, she says like, "Oh yeah, I'm from Corontos community. I'm from Corontos community." No, you've been watching Destiny since 2020, retard.
Like, oh my god, like half the people who like follow me are DGG.
Okay, hold on. I've been a DGG since 2020, but I've been following him since 2020, and I've been following his streams and videos since 2020 and stuff like that. But at some point, I have stopped. I have stopped watching his shit. When I started content creation, the reason I stopped was because I didn't have time to watch his stuff anymore. And the reason for that is because I was like, okay, I have to start making my own takes now. Like, if people start saying that, okay, I'm getting all my takes from Destiny, that's not good. But the second reason is another thing is like, oh yeah, I have to be willing to engage on a level where it's like, yeah, I just didn't have time. I just really didn't have time at all. Like, it's just...
She's just like, why? She can never justify anything she thinks. She's just stumbling through it.
I was just so busy. I was just like way too busy. Somebody in the comments said, Anna coming out for Victory Lap for Destiny's Divorce. No, stop! You can't... No, don't say that!
Why would you read that out? Why would you read that out? Why did you read that out? Why did you say that?
Stop! Okay, stop. Okay, okay, here's the thing, alright? Is that I had to...
that was you, Jesus.
People are being autistic in the fucking chat. So okay, I can't say that either. The thing is that...
Oh my god, she's spazzing.
Is that... Yeah, I've been a Destiny fan. I admire Destiny in a lot of respects, but I think that people definitely overstate,
this is so ill.
A lot of
this is so fucking ill.
Positive aspects, because they're willing to overlook some stuff, and you know, it is what it is, right? And I don't blame them, because at some point I was also projecting myself onto him, and I was like, oh my god, he's so admirable, he's so amazing, you know. I you know, whenever he does something good, I feel like I also did that same good thing, and I feel like I accomplished something even though I myself didn't really accomplish something. But yeah, it's
Oh, that's
this
very parasocial.
very
Yeah.
parasocial, extremely parasocial. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know how healthy that is. Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome to hell.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. And I'm willing to admit this kind of stuff because I think being open is good about this kind of stuff, you know? It's because because I think that yeah, I don't know. It's cringe. It's cringe, okay? But hey, all right.
Yeah.
I think I've also leaked my DMs with Destiny before.
Wait, oh no.
Oh my
Wait a
god,
minute. Did you have drama with Destiny or something?
bro. This is so fucked. This is fucking ill, dude. Holy.
No. There's no drama between me and Destiny, okay? We had a
Oh,
debate
okay,
once
okay.
before, but no drama, okay? But it's just that the DMs between me and Destiny, I've leaked them when I was really early in my content creation, and they were really cringe, okay? But they're already public. They're already public. But basically it's just me going like, Destiny, right now I'm playing Dark Souls 3. Have me on stream because I'm bored or something like that. Oh my god, you know, or whatever like that. Or it's just like the cringiest shit. It's just the stupidest. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm just so stupid.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe you were also younger back then too, you know?
No, this was
But
a year
also I
ago.
can understand. Okay, well, it's all right. I mean,
Yeah.
it's good to like be able to recognize when like a parasocial relationship's getting kind of unhealthy. You know? And kind of take steps on like reducing it, sort of.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I want to say
let's
that
speed this
like
up. Let's
but I
speed this
want to
up.
say about the drama between me and Destiny, I was not
Okay,
perfect. Like I made
actually.
mistakes too, trust me. So like, you know, we both have had to apologize to each other, so.
Yeah, no, that's good. And that's good. Yeah. And I'm happy for you. And also so after your feelings, right? After your feelings, because you said that you were sad that people did not
Yeah.
understand OCD,
Oh yeah, I
right?
get that.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, I understand OCD because obviously I have it, you have it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
How did you get so are you diagnosed by a doctor? Or
I am
something like that?
diagnosed, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got diagnosed. Yep. Officially diagnosed. Yeah.
And
not like recently, but like years like some years ago.
Oh, thank you for the 27 sec, Edgar, for the cigarette fund. Thank you.
Well, not a few. I think it was, when did I get officially diagnosed? I think it was in like, actually, I think it was like 2015 or something. It was not a few years ago, but it feels like a few years ago to me because I'm still like in denial that it's 2023. And that 2015 was like that long ago. Yeah. Okay. Well.
And how did you realize that your specific manifestation is like, okay, your framing of it is, I have to correct a record? How did you realize that?
Edgar super chatted $2.57 for the cigarette fund.
Thank you. So yeah, she's bring it back to the looping again. Bring it back to the exact topic. So insane.
When was the first time?
Oh, I was aware of it the whole time because that's literally the reason why I streamed, was that I felt like, okay, I have to correct the record. These people are saying things that are wrong about me. I have to correct this record. This is bad. And like, you know, I just felt like I had to keep on streaming and trying to fix people's perceptions that were wrong. And so it was like, you know, the obsessive thoughts. I got the obsessive thoughts about it. So like the obsessive thoughts constantly just looping in my head over and over and over again. And they wouldn't quiet down until I would stream about it. So like the compulsiveness was the streaming then. And like talking at people or yelling at people about like, about whatever perceptions that they had about me that were wrong, basically. Or if they thought I did something and I didn't actually do that, or like it was, Yeah, something like that.
I see. I'm gonna
It
send you.
didn't really help. It didn't really help that I had a very toxic former friend whose name is Waffles
Oh.
that is a very toxic person, unfortunately, a streamer
Mhm.
from hell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it didn't really help that she kind of threw me under the bus for clout.
Wait, didn't she like
Like-
drag this Waffles woman like through the mud like horribly? I don't know.
Yeah, that's just a whole nother thing that I don't want to
Yeah,
get
I
into.
don't know.
But yeah,
Okay.
that's just a very toxic person, and we don't need to touch that.
Okay, gotcha. All right. I see.
Yeah, trust me,
hidden-
it's
saying
better.
yes.
some hidden AnaVoir. Okay. All right. Yeah.
Oh, this person
Yeah.
is still like the crazy thing is like this Waffles person, like I still like all her ex-friends like come to me and they're like, I'm really sorry I didn't believe you about her. I still get people coming to me like all these years later being like,
Jesus Christ, this is such an insane thing to start saying about someone. Oh my god.
hey, she's really awful. You were right. And I'm just
Jesus
like, yeah.
Christ. Yeah. Well, I'm glad that now you feel like vindicated, right? At this point, now you're like,
It-
oh my god, like, yeah, that's right. Yes.
It's like weird, but like I don't wish that like I don't wish for
Didn't Fancy Sloth get banned at one point for sexually harassing Waffles in DGG chat? I thought that's a piece of law that I remember from somewhere.
people to have the displeasure of getting swallowed up in her toxicity, but at the same time it's like, yeah, that validation is kind of nice because it's like, okay, yeah, you guys see what I mean now. And it's crazy because it's like, holy shit, like they'll be like, holy shit, she did the same thing that you said she did to you to me, and it just reminded me of you. And
Fancy Sloth is like some total retard, like semi-notable DGGer. Who's like a complete downy. And I think he, at one of the canvassing events, he just started doing like a stream on his phone and was just spilling like a bunch of the weird internal drama that had been going on, like interpersonal drama between canvassers, and just like blew it up into something of nothing. Was it trying to make streaming work and like had no job and moved somewhere like on like $1,000 and tried to make streaming work and failed and was like going on about killing himself in DGG chat and all this. Like he just, everything I've seen about him, it just seems like a complete sped.
yeah, it's wild. But yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I'll gotcha. I'll wait. So my own therapist, when I was going through my OCD shit, right, sent me this, and I want to have you take a look at this. This is the OCD cycle thing that she actually sent me.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Yeah.
Well, it's about
And
tree fitting.
I'm sure this looks familiar for you, right? No, I'm not gonna interview the toxic friend. Stop. Okay, so the OCD cycle says
Why is she reading comments like that out? It's so crazy.
trigger thoughts,
Yeah.
framing thoughts, right? So what would you say your trigger is, right? So, and I'm gonna pull this up for chat to see, okay? So for people who are, who can't see this, okay, I'm gonna pull this up on the browser. So yeah, just some education for chat, okay? So this is let's do it.
That's
So,
very good. Yeah,
yeah.
that's very good.
Yeah. So this is an OCD cycle because some people might be like, what are you talking about? Like what's step one?
Wait,
What's
who
step
made
two? What's
this?
step...
Is Foodslops saying she made this? I don't believe that.
People who are, who can't see this, okay? I'm gonna pull this up on the browser. So yeah, just some education for chat, okay? So this is yeah, let's do it.
That's
So,
very good. Yeah,
yeah.
that's very good.
Yeah. So this is an OCD cycle because some people might be like, what are you talking about? Like what's step one? What's step two? What's step three? Right? Like what's happening?
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Bro, this is insane.
Because you
Let's run you through the cycle real quick. Let's start. What's your triggers?
express sadness, right? You express some sadness on how
Yeah.
people can't understand, right?
So this is the plan of how the conversation's going to go from here, Anna. Okay, here's the plan. I've got a diagram for you.
So let's do it. Let's help people understand, right? So OCD cycle, all right? In your situation, what was the trigger?
The trigger was almost always if like I had, which made it of course very easy for trolls, right?
Mhm.
It was if I heard or if I overheard or saw someone say something about me that was inaccurate.
Okay. And then
Yeah.
the trigger would trigger your thoughts. What are your thoughts?
Yep. And then my thoughts were, well, that's not correct. They can't believe that. I can't let them believe that.
Okay. And then for
And
thought,
like,
Mhm.
yeah.
and then for thoughts.
Yeah, and also it was exactly like your framing thoughts. These thoughts are important and can't be ignored.
Yeah,
It
because
was exactly that.
right, because you're like, oh my god, these thoughts are literally the most important thoughts ever, and
Exactly.
and these are actually important thoughts, right? Yeah, and
Yes.
yeah,
They're
okay.
so important and can't be ignored, and I have to keep thinking them.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
And then feelings. What did you feel when you're when you're framing them, or after you're framing
It was
them?
actually very similar to the ones on your paper: afraid, terrified, angry, sad, depressed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then okay, so you're making excuses. What kind of excuses would you be making when you were trying to justify your looping, I guess?
The excuses I made was to justify my looping was like, well, I have to correct the record.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And then the excuses to justify the record, and then for a compulsion, what would be the compulsion then?
The compulsion would be streaming. It would be to load up the stream.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And
Yep.
and what would then be the repetition? The repetition would be what?
Well,
It would
the
be-
repetition was basically like the looping kind of throughout my
Mhm.
streaming, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Or like sometimes I would go on Twitter and try and like correct the record too.
Yeah. Okay.
So it would be either like looping on stream or like through like comments on Twitter or something.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
And then finally, you stop the repetition until it feels right, right? So basically,
yeah, and then I'd feel relief.
yeah, but the relief is a fake relief because then
Yes.
because then once somebody triggers you again in the near future, right? It's not even the far future, in the near future, then you would
Yeah.
repeat the OCD cycle, which is a vicious cycle, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And then since this is all online, you would get milked.
Yep.
Yup.
Yeah.
And
Pretty
also,
much.
yep. And somebody in chat says, I assume from DGG, wait, how did she have OCD in 2015 if she didn't get into Destiny drama?
Okay, now she's literally bringing up something that Anna will probably want to correct. Huh? 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 Am I crazy?
Until later, unless she's saying in her inner life too. So how OCD works is that you have OCD your entire life. Okay, so
Yeah.
From what I know, OCD
Usually, anyway.
usually, yeah, OCD is I think from what
Okay,
I know, OCD
she's
is
doing it.
primarily genetic. You can correct
It
me.
is,
Yeah,
yes.
OCD is
It
primarily
is primarily genetic.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
primarily genetic. Yeah, so you are born with OCD. For
Yes.
example, my grandfather has OCD tendencies. Like for example, I know he's not officially diagnosed with OCD, but he always tries to check that his door is locked, or his door is like
Yeah.
locked. He keeps on going back. He says that it's becoming a big problem for him, and he's never been diagnosed before because he's always skeptical of mental health shit.
Right.
Another thing is that my dad keeps on checking the stove, even though like it's like whatever, even though he just doesn't stop checking the stove. It's another common
Oh my
manifestation.
god.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom is like that. My mom
Mhm.
has to check the stove like
Mhm.
before she leaves the house, but she checks it like 5 different times.
Yeah.
She also has to check her car doors. Like she'll check them like about 6 times. She'll be and she counts also. She'll be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like checking her car doors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It runs in the fucking family. It runs so deep in the
It does.
family. Yeah.
It does. It runs hard in the family.
Yeah. And also Nick from chat also says so there's multiple triggers for OCD. You as long
There can be.
yeah, as long as you have OCD, your mind can frame anything into any manifestation. Basically, your mind like I've seen some manifestations where it's literally just I have to cross this sidewalk line at this time before that car gets there. Otherwise my entire family will die. You know, like people have framed it in that kind of thing before. So we're not even getting to like the you know the Anna looping stuff or the Kimmy Marie looping stuff. You know what I mean? So that stuff is like I mean you can milk that, you know, make fun of that however you like, right? But when I look at the OCD subreddit back in the day, because I was trying to find people with in my same sinking boat, you know, trying to find comfort.
Yeah.
They were going through some shit. Okay, they were genuinely going through some crazy ass shit. Yeah. But okay, so let's talk about stopping, you know, how to stop these kinds of things. So you can see the stop sign, right? Where do we, there's two parts where primarily.
Don't care about
stop
just
that.
this
Frame
OCD talk.
you know,
This is fucking
when you're
boring.
making excuses and then you stop it right before the compulsion. So how
Like PTSD
Yeah.
for my chat. They're like,
Yeah.
fuck the little.
Get to farming. Get to farming, Foodslops.
pretty unhinged. So yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah. My chat is like, to be honest, you were fucking unhinged. Oh jeez. Oh no. I honestly, that's like the crazy thing is that like I don't even remember much of the looping. I don't really remember what I said. I don't remember much of it.
It's like a drug, isn't it? It's like a drug. It's like you want to seek the relief so bad that you are willing to do anything to chase it. It's a drug. OCD is
that's what I
chasing
had
after
said.
that relief drug. Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I said in my chat. I was like, if you ball and chained like my foot away from like my computer, I would like chop my foot off just to get to the computer to loop. That's how badly I needed to loop.
Yeah.
It's like, it's wild.
Yeah.
But how did I stop it? Gosh, I honestly, like, I can't really give you a straight answer as to how I like stopped it. It just took time and therapy, and getting on an antidepressant really helped me a lot. So I don't really get triggered anymore. Like, I don't really care that much anymore, I guess. Like, it sounds really weird, but like those old triggers of like, if people say something about me that's like not correct, you know, that's like inaccurate or something, like, I don't know, like, oh, you stopped Destiny. Like, you know, that used to be a trigger for me. And I used to feel like, oh, that's not correct. I need to correct them. But now I'm just kind of like, well, whatever.
Yeah. So now if I go like, oh, Kimmy Marie, AnaVoir, this person is evil, you know, like right now, how does that make you feel? I'm kidding. Obviously, it wouldn't make you feel anything. Even if you were currently looping, it wouldn't make you feel anything because you know that I am joking, right? But however, if it was some larger streamer, if it was another larger streamer,
it would still hurt. I'm not gonna deny that it still hurts my feelings.
No, I would not.
It still is hurtful, you know.
No, I would not. I need you. I need this new bridge. What the fuck?
Wait, what?
I need this new bridge.
Bridge? Oh, you mean like between us?
Okay,
Yeah,
wait, did I just miss something?
No, so now go like,
But like those old triggers of like if people say something about me that's like not correct, you know, that's like inaccurate or something, like I don't know, like, oh, you stalked Destiny, like, you know, that used to be a trigger for me, and I used to feel like, oh, that's not correct, I need to correct them, but now I'm just kind of like, well, whatever.
yeah. So now if I go like, oh, Kimmy Marie, AnaVoir, this person is evil, you know, like right now.
But what the fuck? Bro, what an insane thing to say. What if I was to just like, you know, trigger your PTSD like right now?
How does that make you feel? I'm kidding. Obviously, it wouldn't make you feel anything. Even if you were currently looping, it wouldn't make you feel anything because you know that I am joking, right? But however, if it was some larger streamer, if it was another larger streamer,
it would still hurt. I'm not gonna deny that it still hurts my feelings.
No, I would not.
It still is hurtful, you know.
No, I would not. I need you. I need this new bridge. What the fuck?
Wait, what?
I need this new bridge.
Bridge? Oh, you mean like between us?
Yeah, between us.
Oh,
exactly. Yeah.
No, I'm saying. Oh, sorry. I mean, I'm saying. Sorry, someone in my chat's making me laugh.
This. Oh, you're an alcoholic? Oh man. That'd be crazy if I like forced a cup of vodka down your throat right now. Haha, JK, I wouldn't do that, but it'd be fun, right?
What is that? I had boba in my mouth.
It's okay. But yeah, I mean it still hurts my feelings, of course, but it doesn't really, it's just not like enough that for me to like get bothered by it, I guess. I'm telling you, antidepressants are like, oh, they're like magic candy. Oh, I shouldn't say that. I'm sorry.
No.
Guys,
No. See, me too. I relate to that so much.
Yeah. It just like once I got on my antidepressant, I was like, why did I care about this stuff so much? I don't even care anymore.
Yeah. Dude, okay.
That's not how it works, guys. That's not how antidepressants usually work. I'm just putting it out there. Don't be like, well, wait a minute. I saw this stream and this girl said that she went on antidepressants and it made her not care anymore.
No, don't get antidepressants from the black market, okay? All right, this is not responsible language, okay? Listen, also, like another thing...
I'm just saying what it was for me. It's just my experiences. That's it. So...
Bro. Sertraline. All right, my friend Prozac. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm saying, bro, that 100 milligrams I take every day, that I still take every day, all right?
Yeah.
That shit's good.
Jesus.
Okay?
It is
that
good
shit's good.
I mean,
it's just good.
It is good shit.
Bro, I'm saying that combined with that shit combined with exposure response therapy, that shit, right?
Scratch his face.
That my therapist taught me, basically reduced my OCD down to almost nothing.
Yeah.
It's got no matter what kind of manifestation it is, I poof it out of existence. No matter what kind of manifestation it is. Yeah. And I recognize it because so the way it manifests for me and the feeling is that I recognize the feeling, not the thoughts. So no matter what thoughts it is, I don't care about the thoughts. I care about...
You've been eating the whole time. It's
that,
crazy. Like, you know you've got this interview coming up. Why not just eat beforehand?
Oh yeah, it's the thoughts, but the feeling is the stomach feeling. It's like this anxiety feeling that is really like tough, and like it's not nauseous, but it's like this kind of like heavy, bothering anxiety feeling in my stomach, and I go like, oh my god, this is an OCD moment, certified OCD clip chimp moment, you know? And I go like, okay, what do I need to do? You know? And I basically go like, okay, time to put myself through therapy moment, you know? What do I need to do? Yeah. And I just have to do it. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. No, exposure response therapy, or exposure response, therapy is is probably the most successful form of therapy for OCD. That plus medication can help as well. It's the combination of the exposure response prevention therapy and medication can help as well for OCD, which is honestly, that's kind of the prescription for a lot, I shouldn't say most, but a lot of mental health disorders, just like clinical depression. It's the combination of therapy plus medication, which also, you know, I've been diagnosed with major depressive disorder as well, which is basically just clinical depression. But yeah, I've been diagnosed with that as well. And I was very depressed during the time of my loops. So obviously the antidepressant helped with that as well for me. But yeah, I'm lucky because I'm very fortunate because a lot of people, I keep misspeaking because I'm nervous. Sorry.
No,
Not most, a lot of people.
Don't be nervous. Yeah.
A lot of people have to try like multiple different antidepressant medications before they can find one that works for them. But I'm very lucky because it didn't really take me very long to find one that worked for me.
Do something funny.
Yeah, okay, that's good. I know that for me, you know, it also took just one, which is good. You know, one size fits all.
That's good.
Yeah, and I'm glad that it worked for you as well. Because I know that for me, I was diagnosed with general anxiety disorder. And yeah, I mean, now it's not just OCD. It was also just like, oh yeah, I got this thing, you know, out of the way as well, right? Which is you know, excellent, right? Yeah. Also, I guess like tell me how you deal with you know, these people who are trolling you and trying to like farm you and stuff like that. You know, the people who are not.
Yeah, how do you deal with those people? How do you deal with those people? Those people are totally different to me. God, I just can't imagine how it would be to be getting farmed for your OCD. Jesus Christ.
I don't really think I have that anymore. I think they got bored of me.
Yeah, back then. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, back then, obviously, I dealt with it really poorly because I always took the bait. You know.
Yeah.
I was very easy to bait, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But like now they've gotten very bored of me. So they can't really like farm me anymore, I guess the term is.
Yeah, low-cow farm. Yeah, they have bigger fish to chase after.
I just heard of that term from like your street. That's why I asked you earlier. I was like, wait a minute, what's a lol-cow farm?
They were farming me. Like they were farming me for a duration of time. Yeah, for a little bit of time. Yeah,
for a little bit of time. For a little bit of time. Not now. Okay.
Sorry.
No. It's all no. This is listen. For some, I think that it is like the Fermi paradox of streaming careers, where every single streamer at some point have to go through a gigantic streamer controversy, and you either make or break. Where if you break, you are not cut out for streaming. If you make it, then congratulations, you are cut out for streaming. Because if you can handle the mental pressure of going through your big controversy, then yeah, you are able to handle everything else that is related to streaming. Because oh my god, when I was the peak of the controversy, it was terrible. It was actually legitimately.
Actually, the fact I'm a pedophile means I'm an even better streamer.
Horrible, you know.
But I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. It's no.
I understand that.
Yeah, it's all good. I'm talking about for the sake of the conversation. It's all good. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm glad you're past it and stuff.
Yeah. I'm saying I understand you from my perspective, right? Yeah. Yeah. You're so sweet. What the heck? Stop being so sweet. You need to stop right now. Okay, stop. Okay, you're so sweet. Yeah. Okay.
You're very sweet too.
Okay, stop this. Okay, all right. What the fuck? All right. Okay, stop. This is so mushy. Okay, you need to stop being so mushy. All right, this is crazy. Okay, it's okay. Right. Remember, this is a streamer world. It's supposed to be more cutthroat. You know, we're supposed to betray each other for clout. Remember? You know, I'm supposed to.
I hate that though.
Yeah,
I hate that though. That stuff makes me really sad.
Okay, I'm supposed to trap you with these trap interview questions where to put you on the spot and then farm some clips out of you and then post them on r/Destiny and then go like, oh my god, AnaVoir destroyed. I'm kidding. Sorry, that was weird as fuck. Okay, all right.
Well,
it's getting self-conscious, dude. We're having an effect. It's quite funny. I was watching a stream last night, and she said, "Do the Reno," like Destiny would, and then she goes, well, I should not have said that. That's I shouldn't have said that like that." Afterwards, she's like seeing the things that people are pointing out and like trying to correct them. It's quite funny.
I think I'm still banned from being discussed over there, so the post would just get deleted anyway.
I mean, well, listen, that's probably that's actually pretty honorable. Like, I'm like not gonna lie, like that's.
I know, right? It's like I'm Voldemort.
Not here,
they can't say my name. They can't post about me. There's like an all-around ban. Like I'm the unspoken being.
All I'm gonna say is that people still say your name under their breath to this day from time to time. It is known. Okay, here's the thing. In fact, both of us.
Just
Okay,
wait.
at this
Just
point.
wait until like I'm a counselor at a high school and I get like a little DGGer who's like, oh
No,
my counselor is Anna.
no, you do not. No, don't, no.
And they walk in their guidance counselor's office and there I am.
No,
Here I am, baby.
No, that's that would be terrible. That would actually be terrible. Okay, no.
Would it? I wouldn't mind. It's okay.
They would be like, no, okay, what would you respond if they said some stupid edgy shit like, oh, are you sure you're qualified because of your looping?
No,
How
I
would you
wouldn't
respond?
I just wouldn't like take the bait, you know? I would expect something like that.
Okay, but you know,
hey,
you
when
know
you're
you
a
gotta,
counselor, you gotta be professional.
but you know you gotta, but you know you gotta respond to them back, right, with the same amount of savagery. You gotta go like,
No,
listen
not
here,
as a counselor.
listen here, you little.
She's literally trying to talk her into like responding to people baiting her over her OCD shit. Like, oh, is this so bugged?
Little bitch, okay, all right, and then
No. That's
all
what
right,
they want, though. That's what they want. So you just gotta like, oh, sorry,
Yeah,
my
no
avatar
shit.
is like,
you're good.
freaking
Okay, don't
out.
worry about it. Yeah. Oh my
stop
god.
working. Sometimes my avatar gets twitchy.
No, you're good.
But yeah, no, because like, also I just don't. It wouldn't really bother me much, but
Yeah. Wait,
Yeah.
I'm actually curious. So,
I'm super curious.
you rebranded to Kimi Marie.
Kimmy,
I
which
want
is my
to.
real name. Kimmy's actually my real name.
Or anyone else will be lambasted for doing this? Or there's still time.
This is your real name.
Yes. And Maria's my middle name. Yep. I don't care. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Did you not realize that? Your
She was
face.
already doxed, right?
Your face.
Why would you
I'm
do?
pretty sure she was doxed before she started using this name everywhere. So, I mean, there's not really much point. Like when you're doxed on Kiwi Farms and, you know, the audience is most hostile to you, I don't think there's much point really hiding your name anymore.
Do that.
I mean, why not? I mean, I want to be like, you know, I'm graduating with my master's this month. Like, I'm gonna be a counselor. Like, I don't know. I'm just wearing it proudly, I guess. Like, I want my content to be mental health education content.
I think the issue that's going on here is that Foodslops thinks that all lolcow shit is like exactly the same. It's all like hers. But the stuff that Anna got, you know, was on the receiving end of, regardless of what you think she did, was obviously much more intense than what, you know, Foodslops has been on the receiving end of. And I don't think she quite realizes that. She's so just self-absorbed when it comes to this controversy.
To combine that with like my real life, kind of. So, like, I want people to know where I'm working and stuff. Like when I get my counselor job and everything. And
You don't think you're gonna get like doxxed or you know, people going after you or at all?
She was already doxxed,
Oh,
you
I
retard.
already got doxxed, so it's fine.
What the fuck? Okay, how could you? What the? Why? Okay, you are crazy.
Morgan, thank you so
You're
much.
crazy. Wow, what
No.
a great thing to say.
I don't care anymore. Besides, like, what are they gonna do? I mean, what are they really gonna do? What are they gonna like email my place of work and be like, "Oh, look, you hired a crazy person." Like, okay. like a bunch of psychologists are gonna like
Was this
recognize like that
retarding?
kind of tactic for what it is. You know what I mean? They're not gonna fall for that shit. They're just gonna be like, okay. Oh my gosh.
I thought you rebranded to Kimi Marie because you wanted to escape your past controversies. Not that it's your fucking real name. I thought Anna was your real name. I thought Anna was like an abbreviation of your.
No,
your
Anna's
short
not my
number.
real name.
What was Anna then?
It's a pseudonym?
Anna was actually short for like, at first it was like Anarcho Frills. So like Anna was kind of short for that, actually.
What? Oh my god! What the fuck? Oh hell no! Oh hell no! Oh hell no! What the fuck?
Oh no. No, I promise. It's okay.
It's a
Don't
spaz
worry.
doing.
It really is okay.
Okay, wait.
Listen,
okay.
I
Full
have
disclosure.
been out, like-
Wait. Hold on. Full disclosure.
This is just
I am controversial.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all. Okay. All right.
Oh,
that's it.
yeah.
okay.
You did,
That's-
yeah. You said you'd been in drama before.
I've been
I
in
don't
drama
know.
before,
I
okay.
don't know exactly
no,
what.
I'm not gonna say it
Controversial how?
because now you have the power of plausible deniability, okay? But I'm just gonna say right now, okay, all right. I don't. Okay,
Okay.
listen, all right.
Bro, what?
I want to like.
She's triggered herself. Foodslops managed to trigger herself.
You know, look, I don't care what your drama is. I don't know what it is, like, specifically, but, like, honestly, like, I'm
Rolled a
not
zero
gonna judge
on
you.
this
I'm
one.
not gonna be, like, suddenly, I'm not gonna, like, turn on you or something and be, like, suddenly, oh my god, food shops, fuck her, or whatever. Like, no, I'm not gonna do that, don't worry. Even if I were to find out or something, like, even if someone in chat told me, like, I would still just be like, okay, whatever. It's okay.
Okay, all right. Okay, wow. Okay, wow. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, kind of fucking Giga Stacy, okay? All right, not gonna lie, kind of Giga Chad, all right? Kind of fucking Giga Chad of you, all right? Fucking.
Stop. Bro. She's so cringe. She's so cringe.
All right, kind of.
I mean, talking with someone doesn't mean that, like, I agree with everything that, you know, maybe you've said or whatever the fuck, you know, it doesn't mean that. I mean, it means that,
Okay,
and
okay,
look,
wait.
like, I'm gonna be a counselor.
This is-
We are taught to, like, accept people.
You okay? Say this right now.
Sorry, what?
I disavow food shops. Go.
Oh, I'm not gonna say that. Because I don't really know what I'm disavowing anyway, so.
Jesus
Okay.
Christ.
Oh my god. Okay. Wait. Okay. So what made you go back into content creation? And yeah, what made you go back into content creation? I'm curious.
Also, just like full disclosure, I had wanted to work with like violent offenders and sex offenders at one point. I wanted to be a counselor for them. So I am accepting of them too. Like, so I can handle anything.
So
just like
okay, so
putting that out there.
So let's just say that somebody was a ex-convict, right, from federal prison or something, all right?
Yeah.
And then you were to invite them on stream, okay? Would you interview them and stuff like that? Like, is that like what if wouldn't that be amazing
Sure,
content?
yeah.
Huh? Right.
Well, I wouldn't want to use them for content, of course. Like, but I would still talk to them. Oh, fucking Avatar.
What if they were like, oh my god, please, I want you to use me for content.
I still wouldn't do that because that goes against my morals of like using a person for content.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I find that to be morally abhorrent
Rachel would
behavior
never
to
do
use
that
people for
either.
content.
Of course.
Yeah.
All right, I see. Gotcha.
Yeah. Let's just let that one sink in. Let's take it back. Let's run it back. Go at normal speed. Let's hear that.
I still wouldn't do that because that goes against my morals of like using a person for content.
Wait, let's have the full thought.
And then you were to invite them on. So
Just like
okay, so
putting that out there.
So
you know?
let's just say that somebody was a ex-convict, right, from federal prison or something, all right? And then you were to invite them on stream, okay? Would you interview
If someone
them
had a
and
bad
stuff like that?
history,
Like,
would
is
you
that-
invite them on
like,
stream
what
and
if,
interview
like,
them?
wouldn't that be amazing
Sure,
content?
yeah.
Oh, right.
Well, I wouldn't want to use them for content, of course. Like, but I would still talk to them. Oh fuck, fucking
if-
Avatar.
What
Stop it.
if they were like, oh my god, please, I want you to use me for content.
I still wouldn't do that because that goes against my morals of like using a person
Ah.
for content.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I
see.
find that to
It's almost like this is exactly what Foodslops is doing right now. Crazy.
be morally abhorrent behavior to use people for content. Yeah.
All right, I see. Gotcha. So it's more it's less about like against their comfort or anything like that. It's more about like, oh yeah, this is like against my own.
It's just about my own morals. Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Holy crap. Based. Okay. All right. Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I try. You know, I think that this
Hey.
space needs to be more accepting of people. I don't know. I don't like the whole like canceling this person, canceling that person.
Okay,
like
maybe
like we-
maybe you do need to dig into my drama then, because I think that it would be good entertainment for you. It's a deep dive, okay? All right,
Jesus
because
Christ.
no, I would not do that. If anything, I would like. No way, I would not
That's such insane behavior. This is so crazy.
do that. That's gross.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Like sometimes I will talk about drama, of course. Like, hey heart, I will talk about drama and stuff. Like like on my last stream, I talked about Boogie 2988 a little bit because of the documentary that came out, and like I found it interesting from a psychological perspective, and I was discussing some like psych things in relation to like Boogie's lifestyle and maybe his personality and stuff. Not diagnosing, of course.
I'm
just
actually
speculating on what could be happening in a situation like his.
I'm actually curious.
'Cause
Like,
you can't diagnose. Sorry?
Yeah, I'm actually curious. Like, so some people, I know that there's some like cringe ass YouTubers out there who just like straight up just go like, yeah, I know exactly what these people have. You know, these people have, you know, crazy 1 and crazy 2. You know, these people have, you know, schizophrenia. You know, or whatever the fuck, right? You're generally against that kind of you know stuff, right? Like you don't really find that kind of stuff savory, right? I'm just curious.
No, not really. It's different if it's like ethical and responsible like speculation on a similar situation and not like diagnosing someone. But yeah, no. I don't really like that. And also, like I said, I don't like the whole idea of like drama farming.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I find that unethical. And it is unethical. That's absolutely unethical. Like, I'm going to be a freaking counselor. Like, I can't be using people for drama, you know? That's just insane.
Foodslops would never do that.
That would be terrible.
I see. Yeah. So in the future, do you find your content to be somewhat along the lines of like you know, bringing people on
never drama farm or bring someone on for content, never.
And then also talking about, like, for example, reacting to, you know, situations that are going on, and then going like, okay, there's some kind of psychological things that might be going on, etc.
Yeah, something like that. That's how I see my future content going. Yeah, and educating people about psychology research findings, like latest findings and like personality psychology, and yeah, definitely. And still going on political panels like Wick's panel. I love Wick. He's great.
That's
He's
great.
A sweetheart.
That's great. Do you ever just do you ever find
Tell me something about yourself.
I'm actually because I'm actually a little curious, right? Because you said no drama, whatever, but it seems like in this space at least there seems to be a lot of drama, right? When it comes to like drama situations,
I mean, it's not that I'm sorry, I interrupted you. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. No, don't worry about it. You're all good. Yeah, you're all good. Okay, don't worry about it.
I should clarify that it's not like it's not like I'm opposed to like drama. Like I'll talk about drama sometimes. It's just the whole idea of like using someone who's like in drama, like farming them for content or whatever. That's what I find to be immoral.
So you're talking specifically about like provoking them, right? You're not talking about like you're not talking about like covering something, right? There's a difference between like, okay, if I cover something versus
there's an ethical
provoking
way
them.
to like cover drama, sort of. Like, I think there's an ethical way to cover drama, I guess. And also I like to try and do it from like a psych perspective as well. I like to add on like some context, like, hey, you know, this person, you know, the way they're acting, like this behavior could possibly be trauma sequelae or something like that, and like giving like perspective that encourages empathy. That's my whole thing, is like I want to encourage empathy for people.
Okay.
And encourage understanding.
That's good. Yeah. I'll tell you what though, because the reason why I sort of asked about because you said you mentioned you know, Stardust being empathetic to your OCD and etc. She, when I was deep under my controversy, she was actually the one who helped me out, you know, as well.
Really?
So yeah, so she helped me out.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, so which is why I was like, oh my god,
Stardust
like,
is a nice person.
Bro, I can't remember what the Tom quote was. What did he say when he misquoted Game of Thrones, and he said, "Stardust has an affection for the handicapped and something. The handicapped and the disabled, the handicapped and the inept." I can't remember what he said. He misquoted Game of Thrones. He fucked it up and he said something about handicapped people. Stardust wanting to fix handicapped people. I can't remember what the fuck he said.
Yeah, she's a nice person. She's like very non-judgmental in that way.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
so yeah, it's definitely
From what I've seen anyway.
yeah, I was like, oh my god, I'm not entirely surprised about whatever. Also, another thing is like
Broken and handicapped people.
and let me know if you're like uncomfortable with like these questions or whatever. Are you like on good terms with Steven now? Like now you guys are good, Gucci, okay, all right. And like if for
Yeah,
example,
Steven and I have been on good terms for a little while now. Yeah,
yeah,
and we still talk every so often. My boyfriend does not like Steven, unfortunately.
that,
Oh, yeah, I
that,
wonder.
that does make sense.
I wonder
right?
why.
Because,
Yeah.
Didn't she like keep talking to Steven while she was with this new guy? I feel like that was a thing that was going around at one point. I'm not sure if that's true, but
the past down
so,
shit,
yeah.
right? Yeah, that makes sense. That does
like-
make sense.
Yeah, because it's like my boyfriend kind of like he so also like me and my boyfriend are gonna be together for almost a year now, which is really exciting. Just wanted to put that out there.
Yeah, congratulations. I'm
It's
happy
almost
for
our
you.
year anniversary. I'm very
Yeah,
excited.
I'm
But anyway,
happy for
yeah,
you,
he
yeah.
like kind of found out about all the drama that was surrounding me. Because he looked up my my AnaVoir name and everything, and he was like, "Babe, this Destiny person did you really dirty. Why are you still friends with him? I don't like this."
bro, so insane. The fact that it's crazy that Destiny still talks to her.
And I was like, "Okay, hold on. You
Wait,
need to
hold on.
understand something."
Yeah, you need to understand the online environment is like very toxic. It's just like that's just how it is. You know, that's like the nature of it, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
super. It's yeah. And I was like, "Okay, hold on. You need to understand. We made up and we apologized to each other." And yeah, so that's kind of an awkward thing.
Yep.
Oh God.
Yep. Yep.
I should mention that I do still struggle with my OCD a little bit in some ways. Like there's like some things that I still kind of struggle with is like, okay, so me and my boyfriend, he has a house and like I'm gonna be moving in at some point. But I'm having trouble with that because of still a little bit of my OCD still. I have issues with like the furniture not being symmetrical. It makes me really anxious.
do you
like
feel
I'll look at the sorry,
do you feel need to like correct it or something? Like
it bothers me.
Looking at Foodslops' room must be a fucking nightmare for her right now. Holy shit.
And I really want to correct it. Like, okay, for example, we got like a custom kitchen installed because the other kitchen was really gross and bad and ugly. And so, and like, oh, the cabinets, I swear, like one of the cabinets is like 1 millimeter like out too far and it drives me nuts. Oh God, it drives me nuts. And I want to push it back, but like it won't budge.
I mean,
But
okay.
that's like one of the ways my OCD still kind of pops up, you know?
Yeah, but I guess part of it is like, oh my god, I have to learn how to live with it, right?
Yeah, I have to learn how to live with it and I have to let it go. And it's really hard.
So would a good form of ERP be to like just simply bringing a stool there, sitting on it, and just looking at it?
Basically, my therapist has suggested that I just let it be and not try and mess with the cabinet at all because I honestly wanted to mess with it. I wanted to take it down and like reinstall it and everything.
Yeah, because then you're just making the overall OCD worse, and you're not just like fixing the issue. Because sure, you fix the issue, but now you're just making the overall OCD worse, right? Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, like there's still little things like that still bother me, of course. But yeah.
Okay. And are you so overall is like your overall life going okay? Like everything
Yeah,
else
it's going
outside
really
of
well.
Mhm.
That's, I guess, the other thing is that like I don't really have much time to stream anymore because I'm in the process of writing my master's thesis and everything. And so, and also with like my boyfriend and this fucking house, oh God, it's a pain in my ass, but like it needs a lot of renovations, this new house that I'm going to be moving into. And it's kind of a fixer upper. But yeah, and so like this past year has been spent like renovating the house and working on my master's and being with my boyfriend and spending more time with my in real life friends that I've had for years, of course, since like undergrad. And yeah, so I guess it's also like you want to have, which I hope you also have, a healthy like social life outside of the internet and stuff, you know?
Listen.
What? No? Or is that a
What's your favorite food? Do you...
So, AnaVoir was the big get, huh? Did I miss much? Just Foodslops deliberately trying to trigger OCD in relation to Destiny for like an hour. constantly prodding it about Destiny, prodding at her triggers, prodding at her anxieties, just going for it.
Do you like sushi?
Well, I see you like boba tea. I love boba tea.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't
Right.
mean to
No, that's
I'm sorry.
no, you're
mean to
good.
intrude at
No,
all.
you're good.
It's just, you know, when you're going through that kind of stuff, like the internet drama stuff, it is good
No,
to have
stop,
like a
stop.
at least
No, stop. Okay.
no. Okay. But yeah,
No, it has
I'll
nothing to do with drama. It has
continue.
nothing to do with drama. Stop. It has nothing to do with drama. It has everything.
okay.
It has everything. No, it has everything to do with being a content workaholic. Okay, right.
Yeah, listen, honestly, there needs to be people need to catch wind of this. People need to know that Foodslops did this because this is just such a crazy fucking thing to do. I shouldn't get all this shit for, you know, having the lolcow farming, and then no one else ever gets criticized no matter how fucking far they go. Like, I personally would not have done this. I would not have done this. Me personally, I would not have had Anna on and tried to trigger OCD for 2 hours. Me personally.
Oh, I gotcha. Well, you know, workaholism and OCD is correlated, positively correlated. That is.
How so?
Really, you didn't know?
Is it just like
Yeah, it's positively correlated. Like the two tend to go together.
Is it like just working until
Like
you're
when someone
burning
has
out?
OCD. Yeah, like when someone is a workaholic, it's there's a higher likelihood that they also might have OCD or OCD tendencies.
Is it because they sort of
Yep.
frame things in their mind that, oh yeah, I have to absolutely get this done. I have to accomplish this goal.
That could be one of the thoughts, yes, related to it. It's kind of like how perfectionism and OCD frequently go together. Like I'm a perfectionist, for example. So like I want the furniture to look absolutely perfectly in the house, even though that's not possible.
That makes sense. Okay. I think yeah, for sure. Oh my god. Ugh. Or
But
I just need to grind harder, okay? I need to grind harder. Dude.
grind harder.
Bomber, that was insane. You literally, dude. We were in a VC and Not So Erudite came in one night, like a year or two ago. And this Bomber guy just starts being like, oh, is it true you got kicked in the head by a horse when you were a kid? Why? Why? Why are you bringing that up?
Dude, I just feel like being good at RuneScape and having autism. I see that something in the chat because I just been playing RuneScape like nonstop for like the entire time.
Yeah, she was kicked by a
whatever.
horse.
And
Yeah,
also another thing is that I feel like I entered the space
got a
at such
terminal brain injury.
time where it's just entirely the entire time it's just
Thank you, Dead Chemist. Have a good night. Sorry, I'm listening.
no, you're good. It's like the entire time it's like
Is it called terminal
Just-
brain injury?
just-
Traumatic brain injury. Traumatic. I knew I fucked that up. Traumatic.
no longer any fruits left, you know? Like there's no content to engage with, there's no panels, there's not much panels to attend anymore, you know?
Yeah.
And it's
I guess Twitch poll is kind of a little dead.
yeah. And everyone's moved on, you know? And I'm just sort of you know, I came in already when, you know, people said it's like dying, but now it's really dying, right?
Yeah.
And so yeah, I basically had to like work extra hard to sort of get here. And if you're doing like exclusively drama content, it is easier, but I'm not doing exclusively drama content, right? I'm still engaging in, you know, from scratch. I'm still engaging in, you know, discourse related stuff. But then yeah, it's like oh no, it's a bunch of stuff. I guess sorry. This is meant to be about you. Okay, all right, but yeah.
Yeah.
I guess how do you feel about I don't know, like here's the thing, okay? If you were to go back into content creation, okay, and then let's just say you blew up, okay? Kimi Marie, okay, AnaVoir, former schizo, all right? Now
Why say that? She's so retarded.
anti-schizo, okay? Now you have become what was that? Now you have become reformed and based, ultra based. You're already based, okay, in my book, okay? But now you have become
Oh, thank you.
okay, you're so sweet. Stop being sweet. Okay, all right. You're giving me diabetes. Okay, I already have like I don't even know if I have diabetes or not from all the boba tea I drink. Okay, okay. It's like you would you consider dropping counseling for content creation?
Absolutely not. No, I would drop streaming for counseling. Psychology is like my lifeblood. I live, breathe, and eat it. I love it so much, and that's absolutely what I want to do. And if it means that I can't be a streamer while being, you know, like I would choose my psych career over streaming in a heartbeat. Yeah, even if I blew up really big, I wouldn't be fulfilled. Like it wouldn't be fulfilling at all for me to just be a content creator. I mean, yeah, sure, I can do like psychology content creation, but I can't like really help and guide people like I can as a counselor, and like, you know, get to see people's progress and like see them not need counseling anymore at a certain point. Like see the progress of like their symptoms slowly like dying away. It's like I don't know. I really want that. That's what's fulfilling for me, I guess. Yeah, is like being able to help and guide people towards whatever healthy goals that they want. in their life and help them learn better coping mechanisms for whatever toxic shit they're going through. But yeah.
That makes sense. Wait, hold on. I want to sort of ask you about a subject, but I don't know if it's okay to ask you about it. I'm gonna DM you. Okay. I'm gonna sort of.
Okay.
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Okay. How do you feel about I guess at the time when Mr. Girl was writing up his big write up on Steven, right? And he was coming to you with all of that stuff, right? People can only assume what you were thinking, and people can only assume what you were saying, right? Nobody really heard your voice at the time. Nobody can really heard like what you thought at the time or whatever. It's only from what Mr. Girl thought or from what Steven thought, like, oh yeah, me and Anna were on good terms now, or it's Mr. Girl saying like, oh yeah, Anna told me all this about you, or whatever the heck, right? So tell me at the time and now.
So like before Mr. Girl and Steven like had that big falling out, like me and Mr. Girl had talked like time to time and stuff. And I remember like, I don't know, I think I heard from someone. I don't really remember exactly. This isn't very clear to me, so I'm trying my best to remember, but like I think it was someone messaged me and said something like, Mr. Girl said something about you. And then I went to him private, like in DMs, and was like, hey, I don't know what you think of me, but let me tell you the whole rundown. Same thing with Lav, it was a similar situation with Lav. Like I was sort of a little desperate for like anyone to like hear my side of things. So and Mr. Girl and Lav were both willing to listen to me. And so I was like, okay. And so like I just spilled everything to them, and I just like poured my heart out sort of to Mr. Girl and Lav, and just like told them about the whole situation and how awful it was and how stressful. It was an extremely stressful situation to go through. Yeah. Having all these like crazy accusations and stuff. And yeah, so that was kind of how that happened. The whole, I don't want to get too into the whole like Mr. Girl versus like Destiny.
No,
don't.
I only want to hear your side about like how you felt.
But that was basically my side.
I see.
That was basically my side of it. Yeah. I also just found out that like, oh fuck, you know what? I'm not even gonna say
This
anything.
is live, yeah. We're not up to date, but it is alive. It is live now, yeah.
Just found out about something.
Yeah, I
From
know.
you.
Yeah,
From
no,
you.
Yeah, I know. Okay, all right.
Yeah,
listen.
I found out about that.
It's probably the
I
most.
had no idea.
It's listen. My advice. Okay, is because
I just didn't want anyone. I just don't want to talk about that at all.
Yeah, no.
Like that's just not our business.
Wait, what? I missed it.
I don't really want to get. Like I was sort of a little desperate for like anyone to like hear my side of things. So and Mr. Girl and Laugh were both willing to listen to me, and so I was like, okay. And so like I just spilled everything to them, and I just like poured my heart out sort of to Mr. Girl and Laugh, and just like told them about the whole situation and how awful it was and how stressful. It was an extremely stressful situation to go through. Yeah. Having all these like crazy accusations and stuff. And yeah, so that was kind of how that happened. The whole, I don't want to get too into the whole like Mr. Girl versus like Destiny.
No, don't. I only want to hear your side about like how you felt.
But that was basically my side.
Yeah, I see.
That was basically my side of it. Yeah. I also just found out that like, oh fuck, you know what? I'm not even gonna say anything. I just found out about something.
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay, the divorce, yeah.
From you.
Yeah.
From
no.
you.
Yeah, I know. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
listen.
I found out about that.
It's probably the
I
most.
had no idea.
It's listen. My advice. Okay. My advice. Okay, is because
I just didn't want anyone.
Foodslops advice moment incoming. Let's go.
I just don't want to talk about that at all.
Yeah, no.
Like, that's
What
just not our
sage
business. That's
wisdom are
nobody's
you going to
business.
deliver onto us? What ancient Chinese proverb will we hear today?
Yeah, and even
but the two people involved.
Yeah, and my advice. Okay, my advice is literally not to talk about it either. Right? It's just not.
Yeah.
Straight up, don't.
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad.
Yeah. But
Safe
if I was any
advice.
kind of clout drama farmer, I'll be like, oh, give me your take. Oh, give me your take.
Oh yeah. Unless you want to give me a take. Unless you want to say something.
Like obviously.
Oh God, I know. I think it's really gross if people are like going around and talking about this publicly because it's such a private thing and it can be such a traumatizing thing. Oh fuck, why is my avatar making the smiley face? I'm not smiling.
Well, hold on. It really depends, right? Because Steven chose at this.
Hold on 1 second.
Mm-hmm,
I have to. My cat is at my door. Just 1 quick second. I will be right back.
Oh, sure.
Sorry, just 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry.
Welcome back.
Okay.
So I have actually talked about it.
Actually, guys, now is a great time to please remind you to like, sub, donate if you can, buy a membership, buy a super chat, gift memberships. Thank you.
But
Oh, have you?
I have.
I will say that I don't think that's right. Nothing against you. I still like you as a person. I wouldn't agree with that. That's all.
Yeah, that's fair. And yeah, because at some point, he has chosen to reveal the information. He has held a concurrent 23,000, 26,000, viewer live stream today. And he even, at this point titled the live stream as like, oh, there's a big nuclear bomb drop or where the fuck, right? So it's like, I don't know.
Oh,
it's like he wants.
Yeah,
people to
what a
talk
great
about it,
idea. What a great idea.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
See, Foodslops is kind of cottoning on something here. I don't think she quite fully realizes it, but she is cottoning on something here.
I don't know. At this point, it's very much like, okay, I'm inviting people, and he has even invited like one of his close content creator friends. Well, not close content creator friends, but one of his creator friends, this channel by the name of Turkey Tom, to go ahead and create this. You can go ahead and create this drama video on it. You know what I mean? Which is like, okay, now you're really, you're allowed to definitely talk about it. You know what I mean? So for me, that's sort of
I still don't know if I agree with it, but I understand your perspective, and I understand why you would feel like it's fair game. Yeah.
Yeah. Because at some point I was like, okay, this is fair.
No, he is inviting people to talk about it.
Fair game now, yeah, because I want to make sure because in my opinion,
no, but by hyping up an announcement and by leaking details and talking about how there's all this stuff that he could reveal but he's not going to, yeah, he is inviting people to talk about it 100%.
The at some point when it's not fair is when, and here's the thing, when at the point when I was still pondering whether I want to talk about it or not, when I was given that information in the first place, people were going at me. They were like, Cat, by the way, you can call me Cat since I know your name is Kimmy now. Okay, you can call me Cat. Okay. Yeah, of course.
Okay.
And people were like, Cat, this is not like you need to.
You didn't call it a nuke though.
Divorce. Okay, this person can kill himself. Like what the fuck, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, I'm genuinely thinking I have no idea. But yeah, I think that.
I mean, basically silence, but he was still like, I could do something if I wanted to. And he's saying like, I don't want to disparage a guy. And he's saying like, that guy's really, I almost said manipulative, but I'm not going to. He's like, well, you just said it, bro. He was like doing all the exact things that he was saying he wasn't going to do just without actually giving any information out.
Yeah, I think it's a complicated issue, but this is there's a topic for another time. That I think that's for sure.
Yeah.
It's definitely a topic for another time.
Well, I mean, it's a topic that I will not be speaking about, of course.
Do not, especially not you. Just mainly because
no, especially not me. Hell no.
Just mainly because
I'm friends with both of them.
Yeah.
I'm friendly with Melina. I'm friendly with Steven, and that's where it's staying.
Yeah,
and this is not my business.
Yeah, do not. Yeah, because I know that I think people were like I know that I was like people were like going like, oh my god, I wonder what Anna's opinion was. Oh my god, I wonder what Anna's whatever. And I'm like no, anyway, stop. Okay, I'm gonna stop now. Okay, all right. The point is,
it's okay.
Yeah. Where the fuck was I? You remember where I was?
Well, we were kind of talking about the Mr. Girl stuff and how I don't really want to talk about it.
Oh, the Mr. Girl stuff. Yeah. For the Mr. Girl stuff,
oh yeah, how I don't want to talk about it. Oh yeah, for the Mr. Girl stuff. Oh, Jesus Christ, it's just insane.
Want to talk about? Oh yeah. The details of the Mr. Girl stuff is the stuff you don't want to talk about. Yes.
Yeah. Not
Did you?
really.
Yeah. No, I don't want to talk about either because it's way too complicated. Yeah.
Okay, but I'm gonna talk around it.
Did you?
I'm gonna come right up to your boundary. I'm not gonna cross your boundary. I'm gonna come right up to it constantly.
I can hear my echo. Did you feel like you were are you still on good terms with Mr. Girl?
Somewhat, sort of. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh man, Foodslops is really going for it, isn't she? She is trying desperately to get Anna to say something that is going to get DGG to start another loop. She desperately wants this to be content. So crazy.
I'm still on good terms with Lav too.
Mm-hmm. I think that's fair. Yeah.
I like to try and stay on good terms with everybody. Honestly, like there's this one girl who's in like Twitch poll who like kind of tried to like dox me, and like I still tried to like stay on good terms with her too.
Jesus. Okay.
I tried to reach out. Yeah. I kind of found that out. Found out that it was her, and I still was just kind of like, hey, you know what? Why don't we just move past it? And yeah, I've kind of like I am on good terms with like everybody now, like Aristocracy, like Cherry, like we're all in good terms. Stardust, much like all relevant, like pretty much everybody I'm on good terms with, and we've like apologized to each other and stuff. And yeah, that's I don't know. I guess that's just kind of the person I am.
You're the kind of person
I don't like fighting with people. I don't know.
You,
I like to. Sorry.
I think that's a good trait though.
Thanks. I think it is too.
Because in this space, right? I would consider myself to have experienced my first backstabbing. And
Yeah. I'm sorry.
it was not a pleasant experience, right? Obviously.
Yeah.
But the thing is that I don't like seeing, I guess, the bad in humanity. I guess I don't know. There's some part of me where I always go like, I still want to be able to see the good side in people, because I know that even the people who try to farm content off of me, like drama content, right? Where they go like, oh my god, what kind of new content can we farm off of Foodslops today?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Go like, and I understand their perspective as well, where I go like, okay, I know you're here to farm content, but I understand where you're coming from, and because I understand you, it's harder for me to dehumanize you. And
But no one cares.
Yeah,
Literally no one
it's harder for me to
cares.
dehumanize you, I can bear with you more and endure the abuse. I think another thing is like, even before I started all this content creation crap, I think I can also, in a sense, like accept that, oh yeah, everything private about me is going to be leaked one day, and everything is going to be like laid bare, you know, which is like,
That's just not the case.
for me, like I already accept that in my heart, and which is why, like, in a way, I find you almost like admirable, which is like, okay, you know, in a month you're about to graduate, right? Become a fucking counselor, and you put your fucking full name out there, right? You're not even fucking rebranding. You're just putting your fucking full name out there because you don't give a fuck anymore.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, and you're not like trying to escape your past. You're accepting your past. You know who you are.
Yeah.
And if people go like, oh yeah, were you AnaVoir? Were you AnaFrails? And you're like, yeah, I am. I am her. Yeah, I think you would. And the thing is, like, yeah, I don't think there can be any question.
No, I think
about,
Zach was funny.
About like confronting who you are as a person. And stuff
Zach has
like
got
that.
some
The
good
healing process
jokes.
from all that. And I think that
Absolutely.
and I think that's admirable, you know, in a sense, right?
Thanks. That's really nice of you to say. I appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem.
I like to think that also I can use these, like, you know, these somewhat, I would say, little T trauma. Do you know the difference between like the whole big T trauma and little T trauma?
No.
It's basically like little T trauma is more like subjective traumas that basically it's still something that overwhelms your ability to cope, which is what traumatic experience is defined as. But it's more of like a subjective type of trauma. But the drama with a D, the drama to me was pretty traumatizing, little T trauma. But yeah, and so I like to think that I can use these experiences to help others, especially like high school kids who are going through shit like fucking drama probably with friends and stuff. I'd like to think that I can use my experiences in a way that can be healing for others, and also use it as a place of like empathy as well. And I mean, I've grown a lot from it, like post-traumatic growth and stuff. So yeah.
That's really admirable.
Thanks.
Yeah, because okay, yeah. So this reminds me of a real world story, I think. Because there was a Japanese bus jacking incident that happened where because I can see clearly that you're a weeb. Okay.
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Right. Yeah, I haven't seen the in real life outfits you wore back then. Okay, as well. Right. But like yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. So there was this bus jacking incident where the 17-year-old boy basically held an entire bus hostage, and he held a big meat cleaver. And he somehow he did by force. Okay. It's basically he cut up the face of a woman in the entire process before he was stopped. He cut up the faces of multiple people on the bus.
Wow.
And he basically forced off all the men off of the bus, so leaving only the women and children, I think, from what I remember, because they were the easiest to physically control, right? And then after that, you know, he was bus jacking for like 48 hours on end. And then, oh god, somebody please correct me if I'm wrong after this, because I'm trying to remember the best off of my memory because I'm a true crime fan.
Are you?
Yeah. Aren't we all? What?
I'm
Oh yeah, wait, doesn't Anna hate true crime?
somewhat of a true crime fan, I guess.
Okay.
A little bit.
Oh,
Just a
wait,
little bit.
no, maybe not.
Sorry. Okay. All right. Okay.
I thought she had like something about it being like dark triads traits or whatever.
Okay. Okay.
You were saying though?
Yeah. Okay. So, okay. All right. So, this woman whose face has been cut up after the entire incident was over, she after she couldn't heal all the way, she was permanently scarred. And then she basically became a counselor afterwards for boys, for high school boys who were troubled and had violent tendencies. Even though she probably suffered permanent PTSD, you know, from the entire incident, you know, like even though she probably suffers, you know, from the entire incident mentally and shit like that, right?
Oh, yeah,
she still
absolutely.
wants to heal people who could potentially turn out to be people like the bus jacker, right? So I think that's a really admirable thing where you heal from an incident, you develop trauma from it, and you use, instead of just wallowing at home and just, you know, sitting, right, you go out and heal people, and I think that's like an admirable thing to do. So yeah, it's yeah. I know I'm like sort of over dramatizing.
No, I know what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Nobody asked.
Yeah. Because I know a lot of people would look at us and go like, oh my god, this stupid internet drama, this is so stupid, right? But then if you look at some people like fucking Foozy2, right, or some people like Slicker, right, or some people like and anybody, any locale, people who are considered locales on the internet, right, who are subject to the merciless internet mob, who views them as less than human beings, right, who see them as like an object to be mocked at, right, as an object to be oh my god, to be laughed at, right, and we do that as well, right, where we go like, oh my god, look at this funny person who just fell down the stairs, right, and I think it's fine to do that, but we lose perspective, right? We lose perspective at some point, and then we join the mob, right? And sometimes I know that we pile onto a drama and then we begin to dogpile somebody.
All she ever talks about now is the one drama she's had. That's all she can talk about.
And then we forget to lose focus of like, oh my god, this is an actual person. At the end of the day, right?
Yeah, that can be a thing that happens on the internet. Absolutely, that it's easier to dehumanize people. Yeah.
Yeah.
It definitely is a tough thing. That's what a lot of psychology research about, like subclinical psychopathy. Kind of people who are like subclinical psychopaths, they are more likely to be trolls. Or I'm sorry, reverse that. Internet trolls are most likely to be subclinical psychopaths, and they find it easier to dehumanize people than people who are not subclinical psychopaths.
That's me.
Because a lack of empathy and like shallow affect is sort of a part of that personality profile.
Oh, interesting.
But yeah, I know. Also, sadism tends to play a pretty big role in internet trolls as well. I actually have a psychology friend who is making like a little documentary on like Kiwi farms and like the types of personalities who might engage in such content like that.
Autistic people.
Yeah.
Fascinating. Can you send me that after?
I can send it to you. Yeah, when he's done with it.
Between the ages of 20 and 35.
He specializes in dark triad research. So like the like what I told you about before, the narcissism, Machiavellianism, and then psychopathy. Though I guess it's technically a dark tetrad now because there's 4 of them. They added sadism in, so yeah.
Okay,
but
interesting. Yeah, that'll be definitely interesting to talk about. Yeah, or look into. Yeah, for sure.
I think it's because I find those people kind of interesting, like fascinating in a way.
For sure.
Like, it just kind of it boggles my mind at how they just kind of how it's so easy for them to like dehumanize people and not really have much empathy for people and just laugh at people. I don't know, like, and the most unfortunate people, like when I watched the Boogie 2988, like I know he's considered like a lol cow or whatever, I guess. Yeah. Like I watched that documentary and it just made me so sad and depressed. Like it was really sad to watch it. Like, I mean, I also felt a little bit angry too because Boogie expresses some like extreme misogyny towards women, which is super gross. But
yeah, but it's like okay, this is like the honest. If it made you angry, I feel like that's a good thing because you're humanizing him, right? Because
wet the bed and harm animals too. No, I do not wet the bed and harm animals.
Because the thing is like I feel like a troll would just simply laugh at that because you're like, oh, no wonder he's misogynistic. It's like I don't care if he's misogynistic or not because it's funny either way. But if you are angry at him, it's like how you would be angry at a friend because
in a way,
I had expectations for you.
What was it Foodslops was saying the other night? What was it where she was like, I don't think any of you guys would believe me, but I've never hurt an animal. I've never ever hurt an animal. I don't think anyone would believe me at this point. So funny. Such a victim.
Yeah.
I mean, I expect everyone to be a decent human.
You just harmed Mantis today by timing him out. It's for his own good, okay? So that's just tough love. Mantis needs to get better, okay?
Being, even though there are people who may struggle to live up to that. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. It seems like this sort of piss in someone else's bed.
Yeah, thank you for the talk. It was a really nice talk.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I think it was
a good
very
chat. I don't think you were. I came in, I saw he was spazzing out. I just was like, no. I told him not to. I told him he'd be gone forever if he did it again, so he got off lucky. To be honest with the one day. I'm escalating it to 1 week if it happens again tomorrow though. Because it's got to stop. He was funny before.
For you to join me tonight for this really nice interview.
Yeah,
definitely. I think that certainly you were super humanized. All right, and that,
yeah, I think so. I don't feel like you dehumanized.
Just more of the same, DK. More of the same.
Me at all.
Yeah, and clearly, as you can see, I have totally trapped you within this interview, and asked a bunch of trap questions and clip farmed you. Clearly,
yeah,
a lot of times, and you felt incredibly trapped.
Of course, yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, where can people find you? I guess
So you can find me at Kimmy Marie on Twitch, and then on Twitter it's Kimmy Miro.
Okay,
and yep, that's my last name.
Yeah, but he was better for a while. He was way funnier for a while, and now he's just gone off the fucking deep end.
Okay,
Stylo was on my side recently. Okay, Stylo agreed that Mantis was funny.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, how do you spell that? Okay, how do you spell that? I guess
it's Mirro.
Okay, all right. And another thing is, can I give a shout out of myself, of my channel?
Absolutely, yeah. Shout yourself out.
Okay, sure. Oh my god, your avatar looks angry. I was like,
he's a genuinely insane person.
Sorry.
No. Okay, all right, yeah. So I'm Foodslops. All right. I host panels. I do commentary. I do debates. I do interviews. I chill. I stream. I do video essays. I do everything. That's about it. Okay, so at Foodslops _. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you for coming along, and it was entirely pleasant. Okay. Not unpleasant.
Thank you so much.
Okay. All right. Well, see you around.
Yeah.
All right. Farewell.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye. See ya.
Take care.
Take care.
Wow.
Coolio. Well. All right. Well, we're done with that. Okay.
Wow.
Listen, we're gonna be back. Okay. We're gonna be back. Okay.
So gross.
Yeah. Listen, do you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do something douchebaggy, okay? Sorry. Access a whole bunch of people. If you're not a member, you can't, okay? You're gonna have to wait for the upload, okay? Alright, listen, okay? Or you can just check out Kimmy's channel, right, for the VOD. Listen, I'm gonna be right back. And I'm gonna take a little break. Okay? Take a little break. Little breaky break. Okay? Boop. Alright.
I fucking hate the cat noises. Holy fuck. Why does she keep doing this? Oh no.